What's up, everybody? Let's take a look what happened in the stock market today. All I got to say is, wow, what a monster day. It was down at one point, I think, about 1.3%. So maybe around like 60 points, somewhere around there. I don't know. I have to look at all the. So much happened today. So I'm gonna try. I always try to keep this video short, but man, today was a very busy day. Was profitable both in the S&P 500 micro futures and also in crude oil. Had some good, decent profitability in crude as well, because they're both right now really prime for some serious profitability on the short side. So, I still work a day job, so whenever I could take a break and maybe just close some positions, it's not like I could just sit around and trade all day, right? So believe it or not, that's right. I don't do full-time trading. So just imagine if you had more time in your hands. Actually, I think it's probably a good thing you don't have too much time in your hands when you're trading, because otherwise you tend to get too busy and make stupid mistakes. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what happened here. Upper left-hand corner, August 18th. I took this snapshot here at the end of the day. So we'll just look at the way the stock market ended, and then we'll talk about the positions I had today. Did I make a profit? Did I make a loss? What happened? We'll take a quick look at the crude oil. How did I do there? Okay, so first let's look at the review of the stock market. Just look at that big yellow circle in the middle of the screen at the top. Look at that candlestick. That thing is huge. The impulse, these two, actually, I profited 3 days in a row. If you look at the last three candlesticks, even though the third one back is green, that green candlestick on that day in the morning, actually the market was down for like about an hour, and I made I made like $500 on that day. So even though that day ended up on that day was started down, that's when I knew right then and there that something was going to happen in the market. Of course, if you haven't watched my previous video, I said back on August 12th that we would see the start of the stock market crash begin sometime within this week. And, I just want to reemphasize, I never said it was going to crash in a week. I just said it's going to start within a week. And I think it'll last all the way through the fall and the winter. I think we're going to see lower prices as we get into the last part, going in all the way through December. I think at some point we're going to see prices continue to go lower, right? So these last three trading days have been huge. Today was just a monstrous day. That candlestick right there is just a beautiful thing. If you look at the bottom left there, very bottom left, you see the VIX at 21.57, guys. And just for clarity, this is the most current futures contracts. I've been trading the December ones. The ones we're looking at here are September. There can be a difference in the way prices move and stuff like that. But, it's similar enough to where you can still make good profitability. I like to trade the contracts that are a little bit more out in the future, because it gives me more time before the contracts expire. It helps me to recover from any big mistakes I might make, which I try not to make those nowadays. But anyway, back to the VIX down there, lower left-hand corner, 21.57, guys. Go to the right there on the bottom of your screen, right in the middle, about August 16, between August 16 and August 23rd. Of course, today is August 18th. Look at that huge monster spike in the VIX. Remember I said yesterday, for those that have been following, and again, you can look for the link from yesterday's video in the description below this video, but I said yesterday, as the VIX goes up, okay, that's volatility, right? Prices go down, okay? And yesterday I talked about confirmation, so you really want to go back and watch that video. Okay, I think yesterday at the end of that video I talked about how do I confirm and how do I know what to trade long or short. Okay, really good video yesterday. Go watch it if you get a chance after you watch this one, of course. But look at that VIX. Monster VIX spike. Now this is a really big spike, guys. It's not some small little baby spike like we see back there on July, I guess right around July 10th or so. Okay, this is a big spike. Now I noticed the momentum there, two indicators up from the VIX. Momentum is about halfway down. So sometimes the market will stop like that. It'll stop right in the middle of the momentum kind of being halfway down and then turn. Kind of like it did back there in the middle of July. You'll notice the way the momentum came down and stopped. Okay. The Big Daddy forecast below it is, of course, is as I said before, that algorithm that I have, that's predictive. You can tell it's even lower than momentum, right? It's predicting that the market's to continue to go low. Okay. So I know some of you are asking, well, how much lower will it go? How much will it go? You know what? I refrain from talking about pricing. I know a lot of people can't understand that. What do you mean? You've got to talk about pricing. No, I don't. Because I don't care what the prices are. Okay, let me rephrase. I care, but not that much. I don't trade based on price ranges. Okay? I don't get caught up in, will it pull back 200 points? Will it pull back 800 points? I don't get caught up in that stuff, okay, guys? I trade what's in front of me. I've said that time and time again. I'll say it again today. I trade what's in front of me. If the market's pulling back, whether that, I had one guy tell me, he was kind of trolling me in the comment section saying that I said it was going to be a pullback, and he changed it to say correction. I'm like, dude, seriously. I never said it was a correction. See, some people, But I trade, if the market's pulling back, if it's a correction or if it's a crash, I'm trading short. If the market's going up, I'm trading long. It really is that simple. Okay, I don't have a particular affinity to long or short. I trade what the market gives me. Okay, I don't worry about, do you think it's going to, the Fibonacci retracement, you think it's going to retrace 23, 38? I'm not knocking those approaches and those techniques. They have some validity. Okay, I get it. I occasionally use those kind of retracement tools and stuff like that, but I don't really worry about it too much. Because as I've matured in trading, thank God, I've finally gotten a little bit better at trading, okay, I don't really worry too much about what the prices are going to be. So for those who want to know how much lower this is going to go, and what the price is, where's it going to bottom, don't sweat it. Okay? That's not how I trade. I don't trade about where it's going to bottom. And, I don't want to tell other people how they should trade, because I don't give financial advice, because you know how it is, guys. I got to give the obligatory, I don't give financial advice, because otherwise lawyers and them get all upset, right? So I don't give financial advice, so I'm just sharing with you what I do. I don't worry about price. Okay? Not that much. I don't really put a lot of credence in what the prices are going to be. Okay? I look at the trends, guys. I trade the trend. I predict what the trends are going to be coming up. And then I wait for confirmation that my prediction is accurate. I don't just hope it's going to be accurate. I wait for confirmation. Again, watch yesterday's video at the end if you want to know how I go about getting confirmation. Okay? And guys, it's an ever-learning process. Nobody gets it perfect every day. Okay? Nobody's going to be profitable every single trade. Nobody. Okay, so let's move along real quick. I promise to try to keep this video short. I'm already running 8 minutes. Let's take a look just real quick at the S&P 500. On today was very quiet. Most of the day was very quiet. Very narrow in the beginning part of the day. You'll notice up there, upper left-hand corner, this is already at 2:25 in the afternoon. And then you notice there in the upper left-hand corner also, these are the December contracts. Remember I said I traded December? So you'll notice it says December 21. Now in the middle of the screen there, you'll see a circle where it's near the high, 4467. And the candlestick at this point, even at 2:25, guys, now I'm in Central Standard Time, okay? So just remember that the market for me closes at 3 o'clock. So at this point of the time of the day, there was only 35 minutes left in the day. And look at the candlestick. It was just starting to grow some legs on the downside. I was working all day long and kind of once in a while just looking at the market. I don't look at the market all day long and just look at the screen. I have a job, I work and do my stuff. Okay, so at this point it was kind of coming down just a little bit. You can see to the right there on the right side of the screen, at this point I had 2 contracts that I had shorted because the market was kind of tight, so I kept it really, really small. And everybody that's been following me recently, you know how I always say, keep it small. Okay, once you get confirmation, then you can go medium. Okay, or even large if you're really brave. Okay, but at this point I had 2 little contracts. Okay, I was on this particular position of the 2 contracts. I was up $5. Okay, the profit loss for the day was $293 because I had already traded some other contracts that I already had closed and took some profit on. Okay, so that's why you see me having a positive PL already, because I had some other contracts that I closed that I already took care of. Okay, now at this point the bottom left of VIX was at 18.53, and I was like, for me, I'm like, VIX at 18.53, let's go, baby. What I'm saying? Let's go. That's some serious confirmation. Okay, I mean, it's a good feeling to get confirmation, know that your trading's going the way you think it should go. Okay. All right. So that's that screen. Let's move on to the next one. I just wanted to kind of show you where we're at that late in the day, right? 2:25, or for most people on the East Coast, that'd be 3:35, right? Okay, next screenshot here. This is 5 minutes before the regular intraday market closes. Okay. Now futures don't. The upper left-hand corner, you can see it's 4 minutes and 42 seconds before the market closes. This was 2:55 Central Standard Time or 3:55 East Coast time. East Coast time. Okay. So the market's going to close in 5 minutes. That's why it's in red. Okay, but the future markets, guys, it closes at an hour later than the regular market. Okay, but things get really slow once the regular market closes. Once the stock market closes, then the futures market tends to slow down a lot, like really slow. Okay, and then it'll close for like an hour and then reopen at my time. As I'm shooting this video right now, as a matter of fact, the market's going to open up in about 8 minutes. For my time, it opens at 5. Okay, so for those that don't know, the futures market trades 23 out of 24 hours a day. Okay, at nighttime things are usually pretty slow, but occasionally can get really ramped up, especially when we get a market that's hot like right now. So sometimes at night, especially 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes the market will really get hopping. But here you can see at just before closing, guys, look at the candlestick in the middle of the screen. I circled it. Look at that candlestick. Now it's growing some legs and it's moving to the downside rapidly. Okay. So look to the right of the screen. At this point, this was just like 20 or 30 minutes later from the previous screenshot. At this point, I already traded 14 contracts. Okay. My current position was a -5, shorted 5 contracts. You can see the average price there, 4,393. This particular position was about $13.75 profitable. But look at the profit loss for the day, $512. Because things were moving so fast, guys, I didn't even have time to put in trailing stops. I needed to set up some hotkeys because the TOS platform lets you set up hotkeys. Okay, but the market was moving so fast, I was just putting in stop orders. You can just right click and bang it out. You can even hotkey it. You know, hotkey is just a combination of keys on your keyboard. Okay, but I was just using my mouse and putting in stop losses and manually moving them. You can just click and drag them with your mouse and move the stop loss as the market's going down. You can just drag the stop loss and kind of trail behind it manually. Since the market was moving so fast, that's what I did. Okay, I didn't take the time to put in trailing stops and all that mumbo jumbo, because that's fine for slow moving markets. But on a fast moving market, you know, sometimes you don't have that luxury. You either got to grab your mouse and slide along quick to catch the profits, or you might use hotkeys, or you can just wait it out and have a huge trail. Like you could put a really big trail on it. That comes with its own drawbacks, but that's a possibility. Anyway, lower left-hand corner, guys, VIX at 20.09. Yikes. Yeah, the VIX was on fire. And you can see in the middle of the screen, the bottom there, the VIX is just, spiking. Okay, let's move to the next screenshot. Okay, upper left-hand corner, this is now 3:39. The stock market is actually already closed. Okay, upper left-hand corner, I'm still trading the December contracts for the E-micro S&P 500 futures. Look in the middle of the screen, guys. Look at that candlestick. Between the time the stock market closed, but the futures market was still open, look at that candlestick. Oh my gosh. That thing just took off. Okay, look to the right there on the screen. You can see once again I was trading another 5 contracts. I could have traded 10 or 15, whatever. The market was moving so fast, I was just banging out. I was just grabbing 5 contracts and selling them. Yeah, I pay a little bit extra, on trading so many contracts, but I don't worry about the commissions on contracts when you're making good money. You just do it. Okay. So anyway, you can see there by this point I had traded 19 contracts throughout the day. Okay. And I was up almost $700, about $679 there. And that particular position, I was up $16. Okay, lower left-hand corner, the VIX went up even more, 21.57. In the middle of the screen at the bottom, you can see the VIX has just gone nuts. It just went ballistic, just almost straight vertical. Okay, so that's that screenshot. This is it. Like I said, this right here is actually the futures market after the stock market was already closed. So the big money came in, and the market took off. This is what people understand. The futures market is the real market, guys and gals, if you want me to tell you the truth. Okay. Stock market's nice, and I make good money in stocks too, as you saw yesterday, the day before. I have one or two stocks. One stock, ARLP, that's a monster stock. I'm up like $10,000 in that coal stock. So I trade stock too, okay? But the futures market, baby, that's oh gosh. When it's going good, Okay, real quick, go look at crude oil. Upper left-hand corner. This was in the morning about 11:30. I was taking a little bit of a lunch break here. Also trading the December contracts, but in this case, this crude oil, micro crude oil futures, not S&P 500, but crude oil. I kept it small. I put this position on, I think, last night, if I remember right, and I was up $128 on the position. And you can see there it's just short 2 contracts, my average price 65.51. I had my trailing stop. Look at right in the middle of the screen, guys. Trailing stop. Okay? Trailing stop. This was not a trailing stop with a limit. It was just a straight up trailing stop, which means once the market trails back up against you, it hits your stop, it'll turn into a market order, and you lose your positions just close pretty quick, especially during the day when things are busy. Okay, one more crude oil. 11:30, so just a few minutes later. Okay, same contract, same everything. The market had moved back up, hit my stop loss, and there you go. You can see in the middle of the screen the trailing stop's not there anymore, right? The market moved back up, it hit my stop loss, my position got closed out, my profit a loss for the day on crude oil, a nice little $140. Okay, in addition to the money I made on the S&P 500, I don't know, I'm up $700-800, whatever. No, probably more like close to $900 for the day, something like that. Okay, plus you got to take out all the commissions. So the commissions, probably gonna take away $150 in commissions. I don't know, maybe it's that much, maybe not. I don't really. I have to do all the calculations. I don't really worry about it. It's just part of trading. After a while, you don't worry about the commissions. You just make sure you trade a really profitable, and the commissions take care of themselves. All right. So all in all, really good day, huge positive day. Let me go back to the S&P 500 review real quick. Or, go back to my my close of the day for my profitable position. So tomorrow, I don't really know what's going to happen. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and draw all this stuff on the chart and give you Fibonacci retracements and it's going to go down more and it's going to do. Man, there are dozens and literally probably hundreds, if not thousands, of other YouTube channels you can watch where people predict this and predict that and do the Fibonacci retracements. You can go chase those videos down. Here on this channel, we're about making money, right? That's what we're doing here. Okay, so if I had to guess tomorrow, just looking at momentum, I think there's still some more room for the market to come down. And the VIX is really hot, so I'm going to keep a very close eye on this. I got 5 contracts right now. Okay, then I'm just let them do their thing overnight. I'll probably, before I go to bed, I'll put a stop loss on them and just let them sit there. But I think tomorrow, we could see one more down day. It's hard to tell sometimes. The VIX is really, man, this VIX is absolutely smoking right now. So really got to pay attention because a lot of times it'll rebound. But considering how strong these 2 last candlesticks have been, I'm not predicting it's going to continue to go down or return to go up. I'm not going to say that, but I would not be surprised if this thing got hopping hot and went down big time. It could happen. But guys and gals, I want to say this one thing right here as I get ready to close up this video. I don't care if the market goes down or up. I'm trading it either way and making money, shorting or longing. And that's what you want to get good at. Okay? Keep your positions small. Get good at trading with really small positions. Okay, this way if you make mistakes, you don't lose a lot of money. Get good at trading small, guys and gals, and then you can start trading bigger. For some of you out there, if what you're seeing me do today seems like a lot of money, like it seems like I'm making a lot of money, okay, you can get there. You just, if you're not doing it now and you're not good at it, keep it super small and get good at super small. Trust me, don't go big. It'll crush you. You'll feel defeated. It'll take a year to recover. More. How do I know? Been there, done that. Okay, just being honest. I don't ever want to go back to the way I used to be as a trader in the old days where I sucked. Okay, so trade small, learn how to do it. Okay, listen, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, click the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Okay, click that little bell so you get notified all the videos as I put them out. I'll talk to you all real soon. Next time.